Сегодня у нас получается l.a.noir, 4-я серия прохождения l.a.noir, 4-я серия прохождения l.a.noir. Погнали! В прошлой серии, получается, мы расследовали кража авто.
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack.
Там даже не машина, там запчасти.
Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before liberty.
Опять вспоминает молодость. Учился.
Good job, Kelso.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend.
Как в фильме было так. Паровозик.
Kelso, this carbine. Or is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso? Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Вот так. Он пытался что-то там нагнуть постоянно. То он вспоминал. Обвенчанные на небесах. Звучит такая типа. Надо чувствовать прям интересно. Оба! Нифига себе. Скрылся, да? Скрылся. Красный кабриолет был.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sap.
That's my... Так, едем. Нельзя терять время. Ночью, как понимаю, да? Да, поедем на наш. Все-таки мы уже как бы в штатском ходим. Детективы. Ну, тут, в принципе, недалеко опять от нас. Бахнули чувачка. Угу. Поехали. Так, ну-ка еще раз. Так, где я? А где я? Не пойму, где. А, вот он я. Получается, да. Ну, я понял. Просто никогда это посмотреть, как бы... Обогнал, нагнул. Вот, полиция. Чик. Кафе Урея. Угу. Погнал. Вот. А шапки. Угу. Ну, как бы он вроде как вышел без скандала, насколько...
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street.
Car hit over there, and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so? We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Ну да. Шляпа. Вроде ничего нет в шляпе.
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Угу. 16 тысяч долларов.
Addison has life insurance.
Хм. Застраховал, и его сразу сбили. Подозрительно. Как минимум. Фига себе, даже отпечаток пальца есть в правах. И все полностью описание.
We can notify next of kin.
Ну как бабки по бабки. Ничего не знаю.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers. Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on
Body
your
traveled
desk.
a good 20 feet. This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell. So the driver managed to brake before the impact. I thought so.
It's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Ого.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
3 из 3 это хорошо.
Certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room. I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Угу. Ну да, ну что.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife.
Правду сказал.
She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So you didn't see what happened?
By the time I got out there, it was all over.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
What was it about?
Who knows? The slightest thing could set those two off.
Stalling just makes us more inquisitive.
1 из 3.
We'll get to the bottom of this, with or without you.
Да ладно.
That guy has a serious attitude problem. You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Это мне не очень нравится.
Come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor.
Короче, я говорю, какая-то клиники какие-то тоже странные. Я чувствую, мы с ним еще встретимся. Блин, там 4 из 4 было, тут 1 из 3. Как-то прям расстроил. Я почему-то думал, что ну он просто такой персонаж, который типа никак не... А сейчас еще оказывается, что он, знаешь, еще какой-нибудь, жена его любовница, а он типа его там что-нибудь напоил специально, что-нибудь как-нибудь. Короче, причастен. Не факт, но сейчас вполне не исключаю.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective.
Так быстро.
Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Так, это 40 чуваку поэтому. Поехали. Тоже наша машина? Я думаю, да?
Radio is a member of the ACB network, American Century Broadcasting, broadcasting at 760 kilohertz.
Вот, к нам направим.
Alico gas, please. Right around the corner.
It's a lucky break getting a partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff.
Right. Well, in a hit and run, the perp is already in flight. It's easier to keep going.
Читал, ехал,
Degree of moral courage
не
to stop and
разложился.
accept responsibility.
Not as dumb as you make yourself out to be, are you?
I didn't know I was making myself out to be.
Быстренько доехали. А вот она и машина. Видите, она с мордой побитая стоит. Фара вон там разбита. Осмотрим, что ли. Что, такое простое дело, что ли, будет? Не кажется. Куда-то свалить пытается. Пытается свалить.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Ну конечно, блядь, в чем? А, он еще и угонять будет на машине.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
А это вот я догоняю. Я вон там спортивную был машину догнал.
Come on.
Прошлую серию.
Enough games, Phelps.
Так,
Take this
главное не
guy out.
повредить особо город и других. Там это разложено.
Wonder he killed someone driving like this.
В натуре, чё, там даже сейчас
Don't let that asshole get away.
Хорошо, что мы пока никуда не вписались, то есть мы вроде как не нанесли ущерба городу.
All right, I give up.
That's it. Put your hands in the air. How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead.
Ну, походу оттолкнули.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Короче, это же его жена и вот этот
Leave the
начальник.
coroner and the paperwork. Procedure can wait. We should probably go speak to the wife and let her know what's happening.
Okay. You become all heart at the prospect of paperwork, don't you?
Там, скорее всего, короче, причастен, наверное, бармен, либо... Так, где я? Бармен и жена, либо начальник и жена. То есть, ну, прям стопудово. Давай пока-нибудь так. Здесь такая тема, но... Тихо, там я вас видел. Не моросит.
Christ alive!
Блин, чувак, ну извини, как-то не продумано, конечно. Дом Паттисона. А он мертв. Посмотрим, как она себя будет вести. Вот сейчас надо не прогадать. То я там 4 выбил, потом 1-3, но это как бы не... Такое. У него просто 16 тысяч долларов страховка была.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Какая-то она не сильно-то расстроена.
We wanted to give you the facts about the accident, ma'am.
I appreciate that, but I think I know most of them already, Detective. He was hit by a car, now he's dead. What more is there to tell?
Pardon me, but you don't appear to be too upset about it.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick together this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here, and
Beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You're lying, Lorna. You pushed him in front of the car.
If you think you can prove that, I suggest you arrest me now. I would have loved to push him under a car many a time, but not this time.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
We're leaving, Lorna, but this doesn't add up. We'll be keeping an eye on you. Come on, Phelps. Let's make ourselves scarce.
I'm out of here, Lorna. I got a business to run.
You think Mal is done with the autopsy? Better call it in and check, Phelps. Between the driver and the widow, I say we start dealing with the facts.
Странно. Странно. Очевидно, что они причастны.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Ну, почему мы не можем их
How
раскусить?
can I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks for your help.
Поехали в морг. Ну-ка, чувак, а ты меня можешь возить же вроде как? Морг. Где он? Далеко? Угу. Погнали. Нам там скажут. Я прям уверен, что это они. Я прям чувствую, что он... А как это доказать? Это сложнее. А вот он и может быть. Чуть пониже, да? Вот он. Центрального района. Еще не центрального. Погнали.
Rehab is for quitters.
Нам куда?
She wants a 5-star goddamn.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
So the hit and run was a cover-up?
I'd say he was stabbed twice at very close quarters. Both wounds thrusting upwards and then pushed in front of the car.
Easy, Tiger.
Clever, really. I almost missed it. But the trajectory of the wounds was all wrong if he was impaled by the hood ornament. Find the knife, detectives.
Yes, sir.
It all comes back to the crime scene. We need to hit Ray's one more time and trawl for evidence.
Кафе еще раз. Почему? Ну это же, блин, это стопудово. Этот кореш жены. Хозяин кафе.
So there was some truth to Sheldon's cock and bull.
Давайте меточку поставим.
Story after all.
Didn't stop, but he didn't kill Patterson either.
I'm no betting man, but I know I
Уже и
saw my
погоня,
chips.
короче.
Grieving widow and her shoulder to cry on.
Ёп.
Now all we need is a murder.
Что ты едешь там? Блин, сорян. Я был неправ на самом деле. Так, все, мы тут несемся. Тут очень серьезная ситуация. Нож, нож. Ищем нож. Вы, чуваки, расступитесь. Едем, ищем нож. Десять 23. Ну, ха! Прям сразу подошел, прям с первого раза.
Confirm this as the murder weapon. Let's talk to Leroy. See him explain his way out of this.
Пойдем допросим чувачка.
Leroy Sabo, you're under arrest for the murder of Lester Patterson.
Not gonna happen, fellas.
Вообще, блядь.
Go! I'll bring the car around and head him off. It's too late,
Совком с
Sabo.
волыной бежит, можно его как бы и шмальнуть, я думаю. Слышь, черт, иди сюда. Мне сюда с дробовика нас бахнул.
Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
Стой! Стоять! Короче, блин, погоди. Я же не видел, что я туда побежал. Давай, 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 красава. Догоняем, вон туда побежал. Ёб твою мать. Фига себе у меня.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski. Have patrol pick up Mrs. Patterson.
В смысле, его не надо было убивать, или что?
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Красава! Красава, он говорит мне. Сейчас отчет посмотрим. Проделанной, так сказать, работе. 8 из 9 правильный вопрос. Автомобилем. Если бы первым делом был составлен список улик, можно было бы сразу связать горное здоровье. Если бы я, по-видимому, нашел сразу нож, то сразу бы он бы прилип у меня. Чувачок этот. Ладно, что. Будем иметь в виду. На этом, получается, дело заканчивается. Наше дело расследования, короче, серия заканчивается. Всем удачи, всем пока. Встретимся в 5-й серии.